Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I would like to walk you guys through how to complete your virtual learning assignment for week 2. I am recording this on a Friday afternoon, but you will not be watching it until Monday morning. So, not everything is live yet, but I want to make sure that I have the tutorial recorded and it's ready to go for you guys first thing Monday morning. As you can see, I am here in Microsoft Teams. I am in the class notebook in Microsoft Teams. And just like we talked about last week, I have a tab called Virtual Learning tab. And then in that tab, I have various pages. And I'm trying to put the most recent week at the very top so that you don't have to scroll through. It's just right there on the top. You can click on it. And right now, what I have is instructions. It says go to the assignments tab and complete the assignment titled Run Wild Foursquare Card Week 2. And then also, to view a video tutorial of how to complete that assignment, click here. I'm also going to add to view a video on how to complete this week's spine poetry project. Click here. And I have a video that explains how to do that as well, which I will link to. So this is your resources. I will also give extra links to the documents. If you have trouble opening them in assignments, you can also come here and look. So I just want to point out what is available to you in the virtual learning tab. So the instructions tell you to go to the assignments tab. So let's do that right now. So when I press this little button up here at the top, it either expands or it makes my class notebook smaller. And when it makes my class notebook smaller, I have this menu that comes up along the top. So I have instructed you to go to the assignments tab. This right here is the assignments tab. Let's click on that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make this tab larger so that we can see everything. And as you can see right here down at the bottom is this Run Wild Foursquare Card Week 2. Right now it is scheduled. It is not live, so you can't click on it yet. You guys will be able to click on it when you see this video on Monday morning. So go ahead and click on that tab. When you click on that tab, it will give you the link to the Foursquare document for the week, and it also gives you instructions. It tells you to upload a Word document that has your tic-tac-toe journal entries and any other responses you want to give. We're going to walk through that. So let's assume that you've gone ahead and clicked on that document. This is the document that is linked. It is the Run Wild card for the week of April 20th. That's Monday, April 20th. And it is very similar to last week's, just with different assignments. And I've modified things a little bit as questions have popped up over the week. Okay, so let's go through these one by one. The first thing is reading. And this week, we're going to ask that you continue to please read for 30 minutes a day. Read for your own enjoyment, whatever it is that you want to read for 30 minutes a day. And in addition to that, we would like for you to read this article. It is called The Science of Sticking to Your New Year's Resolution. We want to get you guys into the habit of reading nonfiction articles. Okay? So all we want you to do for this is just read it. So that is the first square. The second square is writing. And this, again, it's a tic-tac-toe board. It has different options than last week. So again, if you click on that, your tic-tac-toe board will open up. And from there, you can pick whatever tic-tac-toe you want to make. As you can see, these are different than they were last week. Some Good News is the same, but it's episode number 2, so it's a different episode. And I will tell you that it is probably my favorite episode, and it directly relates to a poster that I had hanging in my classroom, if you can remember. So this is the writing prompts for this week. All that I want you to do for the writing prompts is open up a Word document, and I would like for you to spend 10 minutes writing for each prompt. So that's 30 minutes of writing total. At the end of that 30 minutes, I want you to set a timer for 2 minutes and then go back and make your writing better. Go through all 3 of those prompts in those 3 minutes. You can focus on words, making words better. You can focus on grammar mistakes you might have made, or anything that maybe just might need some clarification. It's not clear to your reader. So 30 minutes total, 10 minutes on each prompt, and then 2 minutes to make it better. Okay, that's what I want you guys to do. The easiest thing to do is to create one Word document and write each entry into that document. You can either write 1, 2, or 3, or you can put the topic, sketchy videos, and then write your journal entry. Tell the story, write your journal entry. Okay, now I will say that Some Good News, it does require you to watch a video, and that video is usually like 10 minutes long. Use your judgment. I've had some students respond back to me and tell me that Some Good News is like the best thing that they've seen all week and it really made their day. And so if you want to spend some extra time watching Some Good News, then do that. If it doesn't interest you, then you don't have to, okay? The thing about this is that it really is open and flexible. Okay? We're not asking you to spend more than 90 minutes on this in total for the entire week. Um, but if you want to, you certainly can. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Okay? All right, so that's your writing prompt for this week. Now let's go to our speaking square. So here we have another TED Talk. This TED Talk is much shorter than the one last week. This TED Talk is only like 3 minutes long, and it's about trying something new for 30 days. Okay. And I've given you 3 response options this week. You can do a Flipgrid response option, and then the link is there to that Flipgrid. Just keep in mind that your Flipgrid is moderated, so I review all of your responses before they go into the class feed. So it may take like 24 hours for your Flipgrid to show up. So just kind of be mindful of that. I'm checking it every morning and every afternoon. Or in that tic-tac-toe document, that Word document where you were writing your 3 journal entries, you can just add a response there. That's certainly fine. Or if you'd like, you can also email me your response. I had a couple students express that they didn't really like Flipgrid, they didn't want to record themselves, and that they would rather just write their thoughts. And I'm totally fine with that. That is completely cool with me. So that is the speaking option. Now, the thinking option, I have a really powerful poem. It is a spoken word, like slam poetry, called 21 by Patrick Roche. Take a few minutes. Again, this is only like the poem itself, I think, is 3 minutes long. Read or watch the poem, and then you have the same 3 response options. You can either do a Flipgrid, or you can add the entry to your tic-tac-toe document, or you can email me your response. Okay, so those are your options. I have done a second video on the Further project, and I've shown you in that project what my son and I did with our spine book poetry. And so I've put the link to this video in the description box below. But the main thing I want you guys to get from this is there isn't a set way of doing this. It's really about getting you guys reading and thinking and writing. That's the key here. And and I want you guys to essentially just set a timer and do as much as you can in 90 minutes. For some of you, you might be able to get through all of this in 90 minutes. Others may not, and that's perfectly okay. I just want you to work to your ability. All right. As always, if you have questions, if it's a quick question, feel free to email me. If it's a question where you feel like you want to have like um, a one-on-one conversation or we need to schedule a meeting, I've linked a video in the description box below on how to set up office hours with me. But either way, feel free to reach out. I am very available to you guys. Take